So by him, and I mean, immediately whenever it becomes a white and black, it's always a white and black. And even now they're attacking marriages that are white and black. Yeah, it's just insane to tell you the truth. Um, that, that I tell you, that's what people were saying too. That, off the lady, apart from the lady, people were saying that this police officer didn't like him because he had a white girlfriend. Which is, really, I mean, um, he had a white girlfriend, so, you know, I don't want those two together. Yeah, you know how many mixed relationships there is in this world? It's a lot. I came from that factor too. I mean, I experienced in my own family, and I look at it. They make it such a big, giant size deal right now. It's like, why now? It was a problem then, but now it's like, um, people are crazy. But anyway, they were saying that maybe it's because of the girlfriend, and he didn't like the idea that she was dating him or something like that, or they were dating each other. It's not good. It just doesn't look right. And he did what he did. That's strange. It's still bad. And why would the other three police officers, no, the four, was it four? Yeah, go along with him and say, yeah, I believe in that too. you know? Come on. So, it's a lot to this because, you get somebody came there and they took a picture or took video of the police officer with his knee on his neck. And this is just something you don't do. I mean, is it something like a show or something, Oh, I have victory over this guy, some kind of machoism or something like that. Because when you put on that uniform, it shows you have authority. But some people take this authority to another level. I'm big shot. Or maybe he's looking at all his past offenses or past talks or past dealings with people, and he didn't get um, called out on them. Apparently, he didn't because he did it. He did it once, twice, three times, four, and this is, I guess, will be his fifth, and this resulted into a death. Um, you know, it's crazy, and where it was going. That this thing that happened was going to result to something. Because whenever you put your hands around someone, around their neck, um, this is an offense. It's an offensive move. It's not a cool move. Hey, I just put my hands around this person's neck. How cool I am. And they use this chokehold as, not to really choke the life out of someone, but to it shouldn't be. People can overdo it. Okay, people can overdo it to where it becomes that. It becomes that. You have a large person, and you have, well, police officers are big guys. And they say, how are we going to handle this? We got to pin this guy down. you know do they just go up to him and say, let's grab him and pin him down? Of course there would be some resisting of arrest if you just act like that. Let's go to him. That's a 1 with 20. Okay. Let's just go to him and pin him down, and then we'll ask questions later. That would be idiotic, right? That would make no sense whatsoever. What has police turned into? You don't ask questions, just go ahead and pin the person down. That's crazy, right? And of course, if that was the case, you want to sue the whole police department because what? That's not how you train your guys. Then you just go in and they just go attack this guy on the street and pin him down and then ask questions later. But that'd be crazy, right? And what if it was you could have been like police officers go to George Floyd and they discuss the 20 to him, and he doesn't respond, or he doesn't care to share anything about because really the police officer is not the final call. You go to the police officer, you say, you tell them the cause, and people try to plug their guilt right there, and they say, I didn't do this, officer. I didn't do this, officer. It's like, and we'll talk about this downtown. We'll talk about this downtown, And then they just go up to him and says, can we talk about this downtown? And the refusal not to go with the police officers downtown. And then there's resisting arrest or something like that. I don't know. But nobody filmed that because, I don't know, maybe it was boring. Maybe it's like, oh, it's just these people talking. And I'm not going to film this. But, some people do. Some people have their cameras whenever a police officer is talking to someone. And, they always do. But, you don't want to have the boring parts. You look at the boring parts, okay, they're just talking with each other, okay. I don't know what's going to happen. Which is crazy, But what they tend to film is that as a final result is that they have George Floyd, pinned down, and a point to where the police officer has his knee on his neck. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, what happened there? Why do you feel like you have to put your knee on someone's neck? Of course, like I said, they have fast offense with this particular police officer. There had to be something there. He has a white girlfriend. Maybe he was mad that he had a white girlfriend. He was racist, and boom. So the other guy, they did say one of the officers that was pinning him down said, why don't we turn him over on his side? Because George Floyd was saying, I can't breathe. And the guy said, no. I guess he's the main police officer, so of course he says no. And of course they did, they kept him like that, and then he dies. He can't breathe. And and now the whole police department, because of this one guy, rootless, crazy action, has now put every police officer. Now there are black police officers, okay. There are Spanish police officers, there's Chinese police officers, there are all nationalities of police officers. There was Indian police officers. Come on, there's all kinds. Everybody's cooked in the pot. I'm going to say just, there are bad police officers. No one is good, really. Not everybody is good. I was God in His word. I was good from the beginning. Really. And nobody's good. No one. No one's good. No, God says in His word, not even one. So, we can take this guy and crucify him and all this stuff, and you're gonna have what needs to happen is the whole police whole police should need to go through a reform. It's sometimes they have these meetings with police officers because some police officers, when they join the force, they're, you're going to get this action. Who They love it. They love this action. They love, oh, I get to be this person upholds the law. The law is awesome, right? And I get to tell the bad guys to go someplace else. I'm boss applesauce, kind of thing. And this is what you can do as a police officer. You have this authority. Yeah, you're a big guy. You have this, not saying big guy in size, but your position is big. It's physical, also. It's connected to a chain of judges, lawyers. You are connected, but you're in the thick of it, because you, as a police officer, you're seeing all this stuff. You're seeing death, you're seeing this just horrible stuff, stabbings, people bleeding. You're seeing all this, and you have to think it's got to do something to somebody, to see this stuff. But when we go to work, we're not always in a good mood when we go to work. Everybody's not good. I don't know if he was just in a bad mood or he needed to do something, and you can call it that. But again, what happened? What's been happening to so many of the black culture is, immediately you're suspected because you're black. Back then, when they looked at black people, they didn't see black people as real. When the white person who did not trade, I guess, they saw the black person as, well, what are these? What are they? It's the color of a person's skin. Now we see it, hopefully, as of a colored person's skin, but some of them, it's hard to die down. To see this person from what your family's taught you, black people are always aggressive. Look at their hair. Their hair is nappy. They don't look like us. They can look at it that way and say, it's like a wolf. It's like, half wolf, not really human, somewhat human, looks like he's human, but he got a wolf inside, that's what I guess. And if you look at it that way, that's just crazy, right? But black people had, something going. We have something going, saying, we're educating ourselves when you keeping this, the slavery there. And it must be remembered, as all those slaveries that has happened, is because we're not the only ones that were enslaved. There were other races that were enslaved. You can pretty much say all races were enslaved in some form or fashion. Even today, like I was saying before, we have enslavement, not so much by color, but we have enslavement in marriages. We have enslavement in relationships where the guy is physically bonding the woman, tormenting her and keeping her freedom, and she feels like she's trapped. She can't get out. She needs help, and you may not see the woman or the child. It has happened to children. It's still happening to kids, like with the sex trafficking. They're hiding these kids, and even prominent figures It's just the biggest capital. Houston is the biggest capital. Here, in Louisiana, it's big everywhere actually. It's big, but the biggest is Houston. The biggest Houston. We have kids. Um, they're young, and they get thrown into something they never experienced before. They never experienced before in their lives, and they are experiencing it. And it's sad. It's very sad. You see attacks on